Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, while preparing stock ledger, we can calculate cost of goods sold. That we'll be learning in this question. From the following data of March 2014, calculate cost of goods sold and value of closing stock using the following methods: FIFO and weighted average price. So under both the methods we are required to calculate cost of goods sold as well as closing stock. First March, purchase 2000 quantity, rate is 10 rupees. Second March, purchase is 300 units at the rate of 12. 10th March, purchase is 200 units at the rate of 14. 22nd of March, purchase of 300 units at the rate of 11. Sale on 6th March, 1200 units. On 11th March, 2000 units. On 11th March, 1000 units. On 30th March, 200 units. Here data of purchase and sales is separately given. So we are required to keep track of date wise recording the transaction. For example, on 2nd there is a purchase and then there is purchase on 10th, but in between on 6th there is a sale. So we are required to record this sale dated on 6th so that we should not miss it. Let us prepare stock ledger. On 1st March there is purchase of 2000 units at the rate of 10. units at the rate of 10, value 20,000. So balance will be 2000 units at the rate of 10, 20,000. Again on 2nd March there is a purchase of 300 units at the rate of 12. Purchase of 300 units at the rate of 12, value 3600. Now we are required to record closing stock. Already we have 2000 units. Fresh purchase will be added here. So now we have two stocks, 2000 units and 300 units. On 6th of March, there is sale of 1200 units. Units will be taken from stock of 2000 units because it is first in, first out. So applicable rate will be rupees 10. So it is 12,000. Out of 2000, 1200 units are issued. So balance will be 800 units at the rate of 10, value is 8,000. Next, 300 units balance, value is 12 rupees, amount 3,600. So we have now two stocks, 800 units and 300 units. On 10th March, there is purchase of 200 units at the rate of 14. $200 units at the rate of 14, 2,800. We have to record closing stock. First 800 units at the rate of 10, 8,000. Next 300 units at the rate of 12, 3,600. Fresh purchase 200 units at the rate of 14, 2,800. So now we have three stocks, 800 units, 300 units and 200 units. On 11th March, there is a sale of 1,000 units. Total sale is of 1,000 units. We'll take 800 units from the first stock. Rate 10, rupees 8,000. Now we'll require additional 200 units that will take from second lot of 300 units. Applicable rate 12 rupees. So it will be 2,400. Out of 300 units, 200 units are issued. So balance units are now 100 units. Rate is 12 rupees. It is 1,200. Next balance is 200 units. Rate 14, 2,800. So now we have two stocks, 100 units and 200 units. On 22nd March, there is purchase of 300 units at the rate of 11. $300 units are purchased at the rate of 11. We'll be recording closing stock 100 units at the rate of 12, 1,200. 200 units at the rate of 14, 2,800. And now fresh purchase 300 units at the rate of 11, 3,300. On 30th of March, there is sale of 200 units. We have three stocks, 100 units, 200 units, 300 units. We are required to sell 200 units. First, it will be taken from these 100 units. $1,200. Next, 100 units will be taken from this lot. Rate is 14. $1,400. Out of 200 units, 100 units are sold. So there is balance of 100 units. At the rate of 14, 1,400. Final balance 300 units. At the rate of 11, 3,300. So we have recorded all transactions as per FIFO method. We are required to calculate here cost of goods sold and value of closing stock. To get value of closing stock, we are required to add these two values. It is 4,700. To calculate cost of goods sold, we are required to take column total of issue. In issue column, we are having three sub columns. We are required to take total of amount column. 12,000 plus 8,000 plus 2,400. It will be rupees 25,000. So we have completed as per FIFO method. Let us continue for weighted average method. Same question we are required to solve as per weighted average price method. Purchase on 1st March 2000 units at the rate of 10. Value will be rupees 20,000. On 2nd March, there is purchase of 300 units at the rate of 12. Now while recording closing stock, already we had 2000 units. Now fresh purchase is of 300 units. So both the units will be added, 2000 plus 300. Similarly, we will be adding the value 20,000 and 3,600. Now we can arrive at per unit by dividing 23,600 by 2,300. So weighted average cost is 10 rupees 26 paise per unit. On 6th, there is sale of 1200 units. So we had stock of 2300 units. Of this we have sold 1200 units. Rate is 10.26. Value 12,313. Out of 2300, 1200 units are sold. So balance units 2300 minus 1200, 1100 units are balance. Value will be 10.26 per unit. So amount 11,286. On 10th, there is purchase of 200 units at the rate of 14. Units at the rate of 14, 2,800. Now we have closing balance 1100. To this we will be adding this 200, so it will become 1300. 11,286 existing stock value. To this we will add this 2,800. it is 14,086. To this we will divide by 1300. To this we will divide by 1300. It comes to rupees 10.84 paise per unit. On 11th there is a sale of 1000 units. These issued 1000 units will be valued at 10.84. It is 10,840. Out of 1300, 1000 units are issued. So balance units are 300, valued at the rate of 10.84. Out of 1300, 1000 units are sold. So balance 300 units will be valued at 10 rupees 84 paise. It is 3,252. On 22nd, there is purchase of 300 units at the rate of 11. So already we have stock of 300 units. To this 300 units will be added. It will become 600 units. Value 3,252. To this we will be adding this 3,300. So it will be 6,552. To this we will be dividing by 600 units to arrive at per unit, that is 10 rupees 92 paise. On 30th there is sale of 200 units. Per unit it will be taken 10 rupees 92 paise. 2,184. Out of 600, 200 units are sold. So balance 400 units at the rate of 10.92. It is rupees 4,368. We are required to value closing stock as per weighted average basis. So here we have closing stock value 4,368. We are also required to value cost of goods sold. For that purpose we are required to take total of this column. In issue segment, this column total we are required to take to find out cost of goods sold. It is 25,337. So we have calculated closing stock as well as cost of goods sold under FIFO method and weighted average basis. Thanks for watching this video. Stay in tune with Ekeeda and subscribe to our channel Ekeeda. Thank you.